Company culture is critical. Born from the core values a company prioritizes, it can help attract dedicated employees and keep them engaged at work. While people have to work to earn a living, it's a much less dehumanizing task when they can find meaning and purpose in their work. When you believe in the promises given by the company, you will be more motivated to make sure those promises are delivered. By living up to the vision your company touts instead of prioritizing only profits, your employees will help you succeed. Have you ever felt frustrated because you know you can improve on something, but there's a pointless hurdle in your way? There are times when you may even have to wait for permission before going ahead with your task, wasting time and causing resentment and demotivation. Having managers to head up teams may not be as helpful as perceived. Micromanagement and incompetence both threaten the efficacy of such units. Instead of having a hierarchy, allowing your staff to self-manage means that employees will feel more responsible for their work and strive to produce sound effects. The job market is changing. Whereas people used to work for the same company for decades, employees now switch companies multiple times within a decade. This is not just due to a lack of advancement opportunities at their workplaces, but instead because the gig economy is on the rise. As such, they are flexible and adaptable as a worker's best shot at staying relevant. At the same time, companies who encourage or utilize this changing working situation should make the most of it. By promoting innovative problem solving, companies can have wildly improved services or products to market. Working more doesn't necessarily equate to increased productivity. Instead, it might result in burnout, ill health, depression, and bad work. Technology is capable of helping us reduce our workloads, yet working hours are becoming longer, with people forced to overtime because it's seen as more productive. If you can optimize your work to guarantee the same results within a shorter period, you shouldn't be punished for it. Companies should instead encourage such improved time management. As a worker, by building solid boundaries and keeping to them, you can make sure you perform without exhausting yourself too. All too often, we focus on the job scope set by our superiors without wondering what good it can do us. Most people don't realize how tiring it can be to work a job where you feel like you're accomplishing nothing that means anything to you. This is where job crafting comes in. When you take the initiative to expand your responsibilities or change your work relationships, you utilize your agency and generate greater meaning in the job for yourself. A cleaner at a hospital took it upon herself to beautify patients' rooms and bringing water to unattended patients. This gave her more satisfaction. When you think about how you can gain more from your job, you may find that you're extracting more than financial success, making it much more worth doing. Finding the motivation to work can be very difficult. The majority of workers in the world feel more like they're dragging themselves through the work week. Besides losing their employer's productivity and profits, such disengaged workers are at higher risk of adverse health effects themselves. A big reason employees are becoming disengaged is that workplaces are mostly still stuck in the past. With advancing technology, going to work to sit at a desk shouldn't be the pervasive norm. Instead, we should be leveraging the freedom and flexibility technology provides. At the same time, the idea that people are inherently lazy or try to avoid work makes it preferable to do so. Workers are fit into a rigid box that they ultimately want to escape.